Well, hi, everybody. Susan Fleischman of ZTV Live here in our series highlighting the organizations that are participating in this year's Spring to Action 2021, hosted by Act for Alexandria. And today I'm joined by Monique Reiser, the Executive Director of the DC chapter of Urban Alliance. Monique, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Susan. I'm glad to be here.
Well, we're really happy to have you here and to learn a little bit more about Urban Alliance. Can you tell me what it is that you guys do over there?
Yes, Urban Alliance is a national youth development organization that works with young people in under-resourced communities to provide workforce development programs and ensure they have an opportunity to prepare for a post-high school life that is on an upwardly mobile economic trajectory.
Oh, I think everybody should be on an upwardly mobile economic trajectory.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's fantastic. What Everybody faced challenges in 2020. It was just kind of a year that none of us has ever seen before. Can you speak to some specific challenges that you guys faced at Urban Alliance in 2020?
Absolutely. Our core program is a high school internship program, which is a year-long intensive workforce development experience for, again, young people who are from traditionally underinvested communities and have less access to the professional worlds that a lot of us know. They are predominantly youth of color and from low-income communities. So when they face this what we think of as twin disruptions of both the pandemic and the impact of the Black Lives Matter movement, or the reason for the Black Lives Matter movement, our students were facing both of those, and they were disproportionately impacted by both of those disruptions. So for the pandemic, one of the first things we wanted to make sure was that we could keep them earning and learning and supported as they lost a lot of the caring adults in their lives from their teachers and their after school communities. We also know that many of our students really rely on the income they earn through Urban Alliance. And so making sure they were getting paid and could contribute to their household incomes were really important. So we, like so many organizations, had to completely reimagine within about 2 weeks how our program would continue to
Right.
operate. I'm so proud of the fact that, as a leadership team, running programs in many cities, in particular in Northern Virginia, rallied. We made sure every intern was paid as much as they could be while we figured out how to keep their internships going. And then we did it. We reimagined internships in a virtual world. And then we had to do it again when the fall rolled around for a new year.
Wow. That really was an impactful year for you, with first the 1-2 punch, really, just when you thought things couldn't get worse after the pandemic hit. But everybody really showed their innovation and creative innovation in dealing with everything that they faced last year. How did Spring to Action help you address some of those challenges that you faced? What kind of an impact did those donations make for you last year?
Yeah, absolutely. It was huge. We all went home mid-March, and Spring to Action followed quickly. We needed to make sure all the resources stayed in place, so that our students could finish what was really the beginning, in many ways, of their internship experience with us. So the community rallied. Our employers stuck with us. Our mentors stuck with us. Mentors are what we call the supervisor of the intern at the job site. And that's really what made the year as good as it could be, is that the resources and the people that come through initiatives like Spring to Action really made the difference between this program continuing and not. It made the difference between a young person being able to earn, learn, and support and contribute to their families and finish high school or not. So the impact of Spring to Action last year really can't be understated. And it helped us in many ways prepare for, again, a new program year this fall, We learned a lot having to pivot within a couple of weeks during the pandemic. And we were able to put a lot of those lessons into practice with a little more preparation when the next year came around. But this is such an important community effort. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's grassroots. It is people who live here and work here, who know in many ways what their neighborhoods are like and the schools that are around them. And so we hope people can feel really good about Spring to Action, knowing that the contributions you make are literally impacting your neighbors in many ways,
Yep. Yep.
and the young people who are hopefully going to work with you at some point as well.
Exactly. It's just life saving and life changing work that you guys are doing. So it's yeah. Wow. I'm kind of getting goosebumps hearing about your organization. I'll be honest with you. What 2021 is here, and there is a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, we're able to. I think there's a little bit of a cautious optimism going on. Do you guys have specific goals that you've outlined for 2021?
Yes, and in many ways, I'm sure, like many organizations, our goals are to continue doing what we're doing, at least at the levels that we have been. But the need is even greater in many ways. You know, our work, although it centers on workforce development and professional development and opportunity for young people who don't normally have access to it, we also know that they are impacted by the issues that the pandemic has spotlighted: access to healthcare, technology, higher education, jobs, everything that allows someone to prosper. So we are doubling down on providing the internships and workforce opportunities that we provide, but also ensuring that even a stronger focus on making sure they have everything they need to thrive after this program concludes. And so our goals are to, of course, continue what we're doing and increase the number of youth that we can serve. And
Mm-hmm.
through something like Spring to Action, we know we can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. In addition to supporting you in Spring to Action, is there any other ways that your supporters, your donors, or the community at large, what are some other ways that they can support you? How can they help you reach your goals?
Thank you. Thank you for that question. Well, this is an exciting year for us because it's also our 25th anniversary.
Oh, happy
So
anniversary!
thank you. Thank you. Celebrate the fact that we're still standing after 25 years,
Yeah,
and
right.
last year feels like it was 25 years all in one. But not only can you donate through Spring to Action, but you can be a mentor. One of the most rewarding parts of this this workplace that we have, even as staff, is working with these young people. They're amazing. I sometimes think the mentors get as much out of the experience as a young person does. So if someone wants to work directly with a young person and invest in their professional future, come be a mentor with us and be a job partner. You can make a donation and make a lifetime of impact with that. And you can also work with one of our young people directly.
That's a great idea. I do think that a little bit people are going to be ready to emerge with kind of a new worldview, and I think that this is one really great way for people to try something new and and find out. And it's so true that the mentors get out so much of it. You just get so much out of helping. When you're helping others, you benefit almost more than the help you're giving. So
Yeah,
it's. Mhm.
absolutely. You're inspired. You know, I've mentored and interned myself through the organization, even though I work here. They keep you grounded and inspired, and reminding you what the next generation is facing and how they're viewing the world.
Yep, it's true. It opens up your eyes a little bit. So the best way to get a hold of you, Monique, is through the website www.theurbanalliance.org, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
terrific. Terrific. Well, we will keep an eye out for you. One last question, and I want you to repeat after me and fill in the blank. And it's I spring to action because.
I spring to action because I care about every young person having the opportunity to dream and prosper.
Excellent. Who couldn't agree with that? That's wonderful, Monique. Thank you. I really appreciate your time and your information and all the wonderful work that you do on behalf of all those really deserving young people. I mean, you're just making the world a better place for tomorrow, and I really appreciate everything you do. Good luck in Spring to Action this year.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate the opportunity to talk about our program.
Yeah, excellent. Well, we'll see you, and again, best of luck this year. Thank you.